We've made it to Fat Loser Tool number 4. Write a description of your life in the future once you are at your ideal weight. Describe what you will feel like. Describe all the benefits, including the emotional benefits you'll receive when you are thin and healthy. Describe how people around you will react to your success. If you have kids, describe the impact your weight loss will have on them and what impact it will have on their belief systems. Once you've written your vision, identify the moment of highest emotional excitement. This is the part of your vision that brings tears to your eyes and gets you so excited you can't sleep. In mental toughness, we call this the white moment. When I lost 40 pounds, my white moment was pulling up my shirt and seeing the six-pack abs I had back in the day, before I got fat. I don't know why this is so important to me, but it got me through a lot of tough times when I was tired late at night, feeling sorry for myself, and dying for a double Whopper with cheese. I want you to use your white moment the exact same way. Once you identify it, create a mental picture of it and flash it on the movie screen of your mind every single day, especially when you get hungry. Fat Loser Tool number 5. Embrace the idea that losing weight is mind over matter. The so-called experts out there who say losing weight isn't willpower are deluding themselves. Eating is fun, and being hungry isn't. Anytime you choose to fight off your craving, stick to your exercise program, or make a better food choice, you're using your willpower. Believe me, I'm a big fan of positive thinking. I really am. But I'm not a fan of delusion. Once you select a healthy diet and exercise plan, it's all about sticking to it. And that is willpower, baby. It's mental toughness. As you move through the various stages of your program, at some point you'll find yourself thinking about cheating when you see an advertisement with some guy telling you that being fat isn't your fault. Isn't your fault? Does this sound like objective reality, or does it sound like delusion? Of course it's your fault. Did someone else come over and stuff donuts and milk duds down your throat? Don't lose your willpower by letting some middle-class thinker trying to sell you some miracle cure let you off the hook. You got fat, and it's all your fault. A lot of us did. So what? Get over it, move on, drop the weight. End of story. Get tough with yourself and embrace your willpower. Fat Loser Tool number 6. Grow up. What I mean is grow up emotionally and realize that no one can do it for you. Stop waiting for the hero on the white horse to come and save the day because no one is coming to the rescue. Forget about the latest wonder drug that stops you from being hungry. Growing up emotionally means making a decision and sticking to it. Children make decisions and go back on them when they get uncomfortable, and that's okay because they're kids. But you're not a kid, and this isn't a game. It's your life. It's your health. Grow up and set an example of mental toughness for your loved ones. Be an inspiration to people around you. You know, we're all living in crazy times, and people need role models more than ever. Be a role model by what you say, by doing what you say and making it happen. Getting thin and healthy can serve as the foundation of your example. I mean, we've all played the child's game of doing things only when we feel like it and then choosing pleasure over achievement because it was immediate. Okay, now it's time to grow up and show yourself and the world your personal power. I promise you, there's a tiger in there just dying to come out. Your job is to open the cage. Fat Loser Tool number 7. Be able to answer the question, why must I suffer? Now, positive thinking purists hate this question, but critical thinkers know it works. Here's the fact. Whenever the human brain experiences physical or mental pain, it asks itself this question, why must I suffer? And if the answer doesn't come back strong and clear, the brain will try to figure out how to escape the pain. It's a survival mechanism that serves us most of the time. Your job is to know why you're putting yourself through your diet and exercise program. In other words, why must you suffer? Again, this drives the positive thinking purists nuts because they tell us that suffering is unnecessary in the weight loss process. Really? Have you ever run out of food on your diet before you've run out of day and you're still hungry? Have you ever sat and watched your friends pig out on pizza while you're eating something you normally feed to rabbits and small birds? Have you ever just wanted something meaty to eat but held back and to stick to your program? Of course you have. We all have. And you can call it whatever you want. I call it suffering for success. You can make up all the cute names in the world and put a positive spin on it, but at the end of the day, it's painful and it takes real courage to make it through. If you stick to your program, I promise you will suffer at times. Now, the suffering won't last long and it'll make you stronger and it'll be worth it. But I want you to know, what I want you to know is why you're suffering. Ask yourself on an emotional level why you must succeed at this. And I got to tell you, this can be gut-wrenching. It really can. When I did this, my reasons were simple. Being fat made me feel like a failure, and I hated that feeling. I hated it most because it was my own fault. Nobody held me down and stuffed turkey pot pie in my mouth. I did it to myself, and that made me feel bad. The second reason was I was advertising my own failure to the world because you can't hide fat. And I have way too big of an ego for that. Take time to write down why you absolutely must succeed in your weight loss program and what emotional consequences you'll suffer if you don't. After the break, I'll give you 2 more tools to help you achieve your goal of looking great. So put down the pizza and get ready for the remaining pieces of the weight loss puzzle.